I did not have plans on going live tonight, but I wanted to go live for a few minutes because I want to talk about this, what's going on with Will Smith. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm not the only one that's posting it. I'm not the only one that's talking about it, but this goes along the lines of what I've been talking about when I tell you that the atmosphere is off. And the atmosphere is very off. I will say this. That's why I'm giving excuses to certain people for how they're acting. But I have to show y'all what just happened at the Oscars. It's not real time. I'm not the first to post it. I'm doing a live about it because I told y'all when I post stuff, I want you to see some patterns in certain things. Um, that's why I do my podcast, these walls are thin. It's off of things that I see that's weird. And conspiracy driven. So I want to talk about this real quick. Um, and this is not out of Will's character to slap a shot at someone. So for anybody out there who thinks that it's out of character for him to slap the hell out of somebody, it's not. It's not. It's not out of character for him. And I have no control over the video. So yeah, let's get this right. Um, but how everybody's Sunday evening been going? Besides this, this is not out of character. Will Smith slapped a shot of some guy who tried to kiss him, which I understood this, but this happened right here. So we're going to play this. It's gonna play probably over and over again. So I want you guys to watch this. This was real, y'all. This was real. Now, I was highly confused as to why he hit them over that joke, but I don't think it's a joking matter to why Jada is bald for him. G.I. Jane and G.I. Jane, she cut her hair like that because she was serving in the military. But I think there's health reasons to why Jada shave her hair off, which is why there was a sensitive subject. And even Jada had a look on her face where she was like, really? um I'm in awe. You remember I told y'all there's gonna be some weird stuff that happens over the weekend. Not over the weekend, but over just period. Just weird stuff happening, out of pocket stuff happening, and it always starts in Aries season. It's just kind of like when we were on lockdown and then randomly everybody found out what happened to George Floyd. And next thing you know, we know there's a whole pandemic going on and everybody's all of a sudden marching and protesting, and but there's still a pandemic. This is the out of pocket stuff I be talking about. Now, when I first saw it, I didn't see this part where he made the joke. And then when I heard the joke, I was like, did he really get mad about that? And then I saw Jada's face, and Jada's face said everything. Jada was like, really? You think this is funny? Okay, cool, whatever. Um, Hold on for a minute. Something about to fall over. Okay, it didn't fall over. If I touch it, it's gonna fall. I just know how things work. Um, but yeah, it was Jada's face. So if Jada wasn't laughing, it wasn't funny and it wasn't a joke. But this is what I saw. Well, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was part of a skit. This is what I first saw, and I think everybody saw that. This is what they saw. Which was a slap. That's all people saw. Then he mouth, keep my wife name out your effing mouth. Kid you not, he did. Will this is what I saw. This is what I saw all over Instagram. Okay. And I was like, what has just happened? Because I was just doing my little courses on Udemy and stuff like that. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. And he said, keep your wife name out your effing mouth, out your fucking mouth. So he was serious. But I just saw the slap part and I was like, oh, it's a comedy skit. Of course, he was consoled by the black people of Hollywood, which is Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry. I'm laughing at the comment section on Barlow Alert. It says, but y'all didn't want to invite Kanye. Exactly. You know, you don't know who's going to have outbursts. Everybody has been on the edge lately. Everybody has been on edge. But y'all don't want to invite Kanye West. Okay, so what we gonna do about this Will Smith outburst? Is Will Smith gonna take they're gonna take his Oscar or what? Because understand, he just won his Oscar. What's gonna happen? What happened? And did they alert? It just, to me, it felt like it was staged. Am I wrong for feeling like this was staged? It just didn't feel real. It didn't feel real. I'm confused. But after that, he went to Oscar. So let's listen to what he had to say during his speech.
This is Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things. To my mother, a lot of this moment is really complicated for me, but to my mother, she didn't want to come out. She's had her knitting friend. She has a knitting crew that she's in Philly watching with. Being able to love and care for my mother, my family, my wife. I'm taking up too much time.
His nerves are bad.
For this honor, thank you for this moment, and thank you on behalf of Richard and Oracene, the entire Williams family. Thank you. Hope Academy invites me back. Thank you. This is Richard Williams.
Well, it felt like he came out with the spirit of Richard Williams. I mean, I don't think Richard Williams will slap with somebody though. I mean, if you see the movie, first and foremost, the movie King Richard is, oh my god, that movie made me cry. It had me crying because he sacrificed so much and he put his neck out there on a line for his daughters to be who they are now. It just made me cry. Um, but I don't recall King Richard slapping nobody. Now I was confused on whether he was the one that farted during that that conversation with the guy, or was it the guy he was talking to farting? Because I looked at that scene, I started laughing. Give me a minute. I get tickled about small stuff, and I have to because y'all tonight I was having a moment. The reason why is I have not been honest on here at all. I told y'all I don't want to get into what's going on right now, but I feel like the most unbelievable thing just happened to me, and I don't know how to deal with it. And mentally, it's taking a toll on my mentals. And that's why I tell you I had to start doing courses on Udemy, and I had to get my head out that whole situation because I can't just stay in one place and just I can't do that. Um, but this this thing that happened to me is taking a toll on me, and it's making me feel some kind of way. And I'm trying to figure out what happened, and I talk myself out of it, and I've learned that I can't take it personal because this person has done this to some other people before, so I can't take it personal. But it's like just to stop talking to me whole thing, that was the thing that bothered me and hurt my feelings. So I'm just confused at what's to happen because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a spiritual, and I'm spiritual. My spirituality comes from Christianity, and I just got all these angel numbers and all these signs and dreams pointing to that this was the right person to go to for my career. And then it was just like afterwards, it was like it didn't. It's not that nothing didn't happen, because I did eventually get my podcast monetized. But what the problem was with me was that it's like all these promises he was making, and there was this something certain things that were involved. I'm not trying to go get specifics. Certain things that were involved that I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so if you did this, why would you do this? Um, I totally understand. It's just sometimes you get sick and tired of people picking on you. And it wasn't because at first I thought he made a joke about the entanglement. Okay. Y'all know about the entanglement. And I was like, y'all need to stop bringing up the entanglement. When I realized he was making a joke about Jada and her hair at first, I was like, what is a big deal about this? Why is it such a big deal? And then I realized, that the reason Jada's hair is shaving off is because of stress. It's because of a medical condition. And it's not funny. People y'all know people are quick to throw jazz at somebody for being bald headed, not having no hair, especially in the black community. It's just, when women, have short hair, it's never seen as that she cut it off herself. It's always seen as this. But a lot of times people have medical conditions as to why they are bald, whether it's alopecia, whether it's cancer, whether it's stress. I know for me, when the pandemic started, my hair broke off. Half of my hair broke off. It was a part that I colored blonde. So part of my hair broke off because of the pandemic. So to him, it was no laughing matter, and it was not hilarious, and it was not funny to him. I don't think Chris Rock thought it was going to be like that. I feel like Chris Rock chose a joke that he felt that was appropriate for Will and Jada, but he didn't take into consideration because it's all black women are always picked on for our appearance and how we look, and how we're presented. Like we're picked on because our hair is 4C or 4B or 4A. We're picked on for our hair being nappy and kinky. We're picked on for that. They say that our hair in its natural state is unkept, and that's not true. Because anytime your hair is in its natural state, 9 out of 10 times she washed her hair. I know that's the case with me. When my hair is in natural state, that's because somebody washed my hair. And so it's just a lot of stigma around Black women and their hair and how they keep their hair and about them having hair and about if they don't hair and they have hair in their head. It's like almost like you cannot have a medical condition. You cannot have and it's crazy because Chris Rock is the one that did the documentary called Good Hair. Find that to be funny. Don't you think it's funny? And the first thing he comments on is her hair. And apparently it's a sensitive subject. And, Jada didn't like it. She clearly didn't like it. You saw her face when it happened. But when Will got up and slapped the shot of Chris Rock, girl. Was he overreacting? No, I think he's tired of his wife being a butt of jokes. I think he's tired of his family being a butt of jokes. That's what that is. But this goes in the shit getting weird category. And it's not out of his character to slap somebody. But it's out of his character to act out of character at an award ceremony. And this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. This is the thing I was talking about right here. Y'all, it's getting warmer out here. It's Aries season. Spring is sprunging. Granted, in Georgia, it feels like the middle of damn winter right now, honey. It feels like the winter. Winter and damn winter. It feels like the middle of damn winter. It feels like the middle of damn winter here. So with that being said, I get it. Sometimes you get tired of being the butt of people jokes. I really do genuinely feel like Chris Rock, he thought he picked the right joke for Will and Jada. But once again, you talking about a topic that is stigmatized in the Black community, which is Black women's hair. Why a Black woman doesn't have hair, or like you bitches like to say, edges, honey. I've been guilty of talking about some of my edges, but the only reason I went on her edges because she went on my big titties. Like, yo, you got grandma titties. Well, at least I got titties, bitch. So that's you went on my chest and something. She was talking about I had grandma titties. I didn't appreciate it. Like, girl, bye. But it is a thing. It's an issue. And it was offensive that he said, because if a white woman was sitting there with bald head, would Chris Rock would have said something about her hair? That's the question. Would Chris Rock would have said something about Jada's hair if she was a white woman sitting up there bald? Would he say something about Soleil O'Brien? Soleil O'Connor's hair? Would he say something about her hair? Would he have said something about that? So it's just it's you do you get tired of people cracking jokes or making fun of you or stuff like that, and you don't know why somebody is bald. To be kind of honest with you, you don't know if she has the C word. I'm not gonna say the C word because then people say Jada might have the C word. No. But you have to be careful with that. And yes, he was a little bit sensitive, but I think he went to the Oscars sensitive anyway, because keep in mind he wanted to win an Oscar. He wanted to win an Oscar for best male actor, and your nerves are already bad because you don't know if you're gonna win it or not, and you have some tough competition. I don't know who he went against this year. Let's see who he went against this year. I want to see who he went against this year. Um, let's see who he went against this year. Oops. Sometimes you can be possessed by the spirit of the person too, honey. Um, ooh. He went against Denzel. Denzel, I don't know. Denzel might not be. Denzel got supporting, right? He got supporting. I don't think he has he ever had best. Yeah, he did kind of have some stiff competition. So it was Denzel Washington, Javier Bardem, Andrew Garfield, and Benedict Cumberbatch. That what he was going against. Now I didn't see the movies that they were in. I did not see Being the Ricardos, but apparently Being the Ricardos was an Oscar worthy movie. Um that thing said it removed my audio. Um but yeah, that's who his competition was. I don't know what movie Andrew Garfield was in. I don't know what movie Benedict Cumberbatch was in. I haven't heard of these movies. But for Denzel Washington to be a stiff competition with you, yikes. Um, so congratulations to Will Smith. It's very unfortunate that the night of your winning that you have to deal with tomfoolery. But I genuinely don't think that Chris Rock thought the joke was harmful because he didn't say anything about the entanglement. But I get why people would be sensitive. Yeah, it's just sometimes you just triggered. And he's probably just triggered because people say something about his wife. And he's allowed to be like that. He's allowed to be triggered by certain stuff like that. So, I mean, sometimes you get triggered. I got triggered because these bitches were sitting over here doing a Pretty Ricky versus B2K situation. And that triggered me. And I felt some kind of way because of the situation that happened. I already told y'all I talked about on my podcast. These walls are thin. I told y'all I talked about on my podcast. So I just wanted to pop in for a millisecond. You know, because, well, low key, I kind of miss you guys. And I kind of want to do this. And then on top of that, Sundays are my night where I don't do a podcast and I don't do anything. I was doing some classes, honey. I was sitting over here doing some classes. And then this popped up and I was like, something's telling me I should just go ahead and talk about this. But it still is under the category of shit is getting weird. Cause shit is getting weird. That's just period, poo. So I hope you guys have a lovely Sunday night. Y'all know I'm gonna be popping in on Wednesday because I'm gonna do the midweek Wednesday. And then I'm gonna be popping right back up on Friday because we always do the end of the week of the last day of the work week and talk about what's going on in the world. So thank you guys for coming in and watching me in my live. This is just a quick little jump in I wanted to do. I'm addicted to this. I'm addicted to this social media thing, honey. And then learning about it is making me even more addicted to it. So with that being said, thank you. And that thing over there is about to fall again. Thank y'all for supporting me. Y'all know I'm always outie. Check me out on Monday on these. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Check me out on Monday. Let's see. Check me out on Monday with my podcast. Is I will be I will be I just typed that for no reason. So now I gotta type it again. So I will be doing a podcast tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about the case that happened in Atlanta with this man and what he did. So we're gonna be talking about that case in Atlanta, and then we're gonna be talking about spa life and sex trafficking, or here it will be called X trafficking. So y'all check out my podcast, These Walls Are Thin, and check out my also my other platform on U42. Well, I'll be talking about the whole situation and how Tasha K has affected us commentators as a person. So with that being said, thank you guys. Put that in there. For listening to me and watching me. Um, I'll be back here on Wednesday with my midweek explosion. You know, there's gonna be 1,000 things I'm gonna talk about that has something to do with things getting weird. Thank you guys for watching.